Today we are going to talk about the India's relationship with one of the superpower, that is USA. USA is one of the prominent country that India has its relationship from after independence till now, and USA is the number one in terms of GDP, in terms of defense power, in terms of almost everything. So we are going to test the India's relationship with the USA. So these things are divided into three parts. First, there will be Cold War era, that is 1951 to 1991. Then we will talk about post Cold War era, that is 1991 to 2001, and then there is then there is 21st century, that is after 2000. So during 1950 and 1960, India pursued a policy of non-alignment, maintaining equidistance from both the USA and the Soviet Union. However, relationship with the USA was strained due to India's closeness with the Soviet Union, especially during the Sino-Indian War of 1962. During 1970, relationships improved slightly with the signing of the Indo-US Cooperation Agreement in 1971, which provided economic and military aid to India. During 1980s, the relationship was further strained due to India's opposition to US policies in Afghanistan, Vietnam, and Central America, as well as its nuclear program. So America was concerned about the nuclear program that India was carrying out. They don't want nuclear power to be shared among the countries, so this was one of the concerns. Now we are coming to post-Cold War era. In the previous era, we were highly dependent on USA during 1950s for the food grains. So they were using us as a scapegoat to, internationally they want favor from us, and for that they were providing us food grains. So now there comes the post-Cold War era, that is 1991 to 2001. So with the end of the Cold War, India initiated economic reforms. As you all know, we have implemented LPG policy, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization. So that leads to improved economic ties with the USA. However, tensions remained over issues such as India's nuclear program and human rights concerns. During 1998, India's nuclear test led to temporary sanctions by the USA, but efforts to normalize relationships began soon after. Now we are coming to the 21st century. So the USA and India began to strengthen their strategic partnership driven by shared democratic values and mutual interest in counterterrorism that was done by Pakistan. Terrorism was done by Pakistan, trade and regional stability. During 2005, the US-India Civil Nuclear Agreement was signed, signaling a significant milestone in bilateral relationships as they were concerned in the post-Cold War era. During 2010, the relationship deepened with the establishment of the US-India Strategic Dialogue and increased defense cooperation, including joint military exercise and defense trade. During 2016, the USA designated India as a major defense partner, facilitating defense technology transfer and cooperation. Coming to the latest 2020, bilateral trade continues to grow, although issues such as trade imbalances and market access barriers persisted. So we are talking about the various points from where the relationships have been evolved. Talking about the trade part, bilateral trade has been significantly grown over the years, with total trade reaching billions of dollars annually. For example, in 2020, the total trade between India and USA was valued at over $88 billion. Talking about defense cooperation, military exchanges, joint exercises, and defense deals have increased, with the USA emerging as one of the India's top defense suppliers. In recent years, major defense deals worth billions of dollars have been signed between the two countries. Furthermore, there is a fun fact that Russia is also one of the defense partners of India,